News headlines. Imphal West Police Commando arrests 2 cadres of underground group involved in planting of IED in front of Ward Development Office at Singzamai Chingamaka, seizes incriminating articles. Janata Dal United Manipur withdraws support to Chief Minister in Biren-led BJP government. An orientation program on voter enrollment for eligible youths, linking of Aadhaar number to voter ID with main focus on LGBT community, PWDS held in Imphal East. Hello and a very good evening. Welcome to MAMI TV English News Bulletin. I'm KAVITA TONGBRAM. Superintendent of Police in Imphal West District, KAVITA Sivakanta, has informed that 2 cadres of a proscribed group involved in planting of IED at Singzamai Chingamaka near basketball ground on September 8 have been arrested. Some electronic digital circuits similar to the device used in IED planted at Singzamai Chingamaka and over 100 demand letters were seized from their possession. The arrested persons have been identified as Ketrimeyum Bogendro, alias Yaifava, 41, son of late Ketrimeyum Kunjakeshwar of Kongman John 3, and Ahaibam Naveen, 48, son of A. Nabakumar of Thangmaibaniyum Namlaikai. The team seized 6 digital electronic circuits, 119 demand letters, 3 mobile phones, 1 PAN card and 1 pen drive. Addressing a press conference held today at the conference hall of Imphal West District, SP Sivakanta said the team of Imphal West Police Commando conducted an Operation 3 Kongwan John 3 area based on an information about the presence of suspects involved in planting of IED at Singzamai Chingamaka near basketball ground on September 8. During the operation, Bogendro was arrested from his residence at Kongwan John 3. He is the man accused in placing the explosives at Singzamai Chingamaka. The team seized 6 electronic digital circuits which were similar to the device used in IED planted at Singzamai Chingamaka, 119 demand letters and a pen drive containing other incriminating articles. He further disclosed that he handed over 2 digital electronic circuits to Naveen. On preliminary interrogation, Bogendro disclosed that he is an active cadre of a proscribed group since 2006. They seized demand letters addressed to various government officials, cooperators, councillors, pradhans and private persons. Both the accused have been involved in extortion cases and cases registered at Singzamai police station. The arrested persons and the seized items were handed over to Singzamai police station and remanded for 6 days into police custody for further investigation, Sivakanta said.
Ketrimeyum Bogendro, alias Yaifava, son of late Ketrimeyum Kunjakeshwar Singh of Kongman John 3, Makasi Koina detain Tawi, Eduka arrest Tore. Haiba Pinsidagi, Akoina Pangbasi, digital circuit Tarukama Pangi, Nahangi, Tang Nipanda Thambada, Sinabadumba, Chamanaba, digital circuit Tarukama Maundagi recovered Tawi, Aduka 119 numbers of demand letters, Kongi, Haiba demand letters Singsi, UNLF ki demand letter Atani. Hojiki Haiba digital circuit si ID expert amana mangonda nipan sinarman nipan sida taruk phange du ani amana mahakna koigi haibam nabin haida thangibandagi nupa amada pi haibini haiba nabin haibisisu koi ngarang adum arrest tawjare.
Janata Dal United today withdrew its support to Chief Minister and Biren-led BJP government in Manipur. In a letter of intimation of withdrawal of support addressed to Governor of Manipur, President of JDU Manipur Ketrimeyum Biren said the state party unit decided to withdraw the support extended to BJP-led government with immediate effect, keeping in view the political development at national level where the Nitish Kumar's JDU left the NDA. It may be mentioned that 5 of the 6 MLAs of the party had joined the ruling BJP in the state earlier this month. The JDU had won 6 of the 38 constituencies it had contested in the assembly elections held in March this year, whereas the Bharatiya Janata Party secured a majority of 32 seats in the 60-member state assembly. one-day orientation program on voter enrollment for eligible youths come linking of Aadhaar number for already enrolled LGBT and persons with disabilities. An electoral roll was held at Panchayat Bhavan Hall in Imphal DC Office Complex, Porompa today. District Election Officer and DC Imphal KH Diana said that the program was conducted with main focus on LGBT community and persons with disabilities. Top officials of Imphal District Administration, LGBT and persons with disabilities attended the program organized by District Election Officer Imphal East. Speaking on the occasion, DEO KH Diana said the program was held as part of Electoral Roll's Special Summary Revision 2023. She informed that 2,900 PWDs exercised their franchise in 2022 State General Assembly elections. Timely enrollment of these voters enabled them to cast their votes easily with separate facilities during the elections. Diana said and further appealed to LGBT and PWDs to participate in the electoral process.
2023 haurukpaga loinena sigi program sinjabani asida akhoi target ti akhoi inclusive oiba accessible oiba participative oiba election do adugi focus tane dum leizari se asida khoina enroll tahogdaba third gender category natraga magi gender change tahogdaba dugumbagi opportunity pizari aduga sigi exercise asi ongoing adum oiri BLO gi through the ERO gi through the nom ongoing oiraga leiri but ngasi gi oina the special focus oina PWD amasung third gender gi the focus tauzaraga taubani pandamdi to bring in more inclusion adugi pandamdani.
A three-day workshop on techniques of paper setting and evaluation organized by Council of Higher Secondary Education Manipur kicked off today at Johnston Higher Secondary School. Director of Education S.L. Nandakumar, Chairman of COSAM Dr. C.H. Sarat, Principal of Johnston Higher Secondary Education K.H. Tulachandra, Secretary of COSAM C.H. Biren and Controller of COSAM A. Surjakumar along with teachers of different higher secondary schools of the state attended the launch program of the workshop. Speaking on the occasion, Director of Education S. Nandakumar said, up-to-date education system is important in bringing development to Manipur. As such, it is necessary to bring changes in the teaching method and the examination system with the changing world. Hence, COSAM organized the workshop in collaboration with the Education Department to discuss the matter. Well-known teachers from colleges and higher secondary schools of the state will be resource persons of the workshop and teach the techniques and evaluation of paper setting. Nandakumar further informed that the department will organize such workshops regularly by inviting resource persons from national level.
Evaluation workshop si pungin sang na tabiyo, angang sing da pungin sang na lai tabiyo. Kwaidagi maru oina classroom da perform tawdawriba classroom transaction da directly involved tawdawriba sidi aina de osa sing. Aduna mayam dadi sum haibigi hainabi lairaga isa isa de hek tawdabusu dum yawi. Aduna ikoi mayam punna phambasi mask hapasu yawi haptabusu yawi. Aduna covid ki pandemic si kitang lanthengna mateng pangnana ba ai participant teachers mayam jingsi sanitizer amamam yenjarange.
Locals of Yeripo Khoirom Mathaklaikai held a meeting and staged protests at Yeripo Khoirom Mathaklaikai Multipurpose Community Hall on Sunday, condemning the disturbance caused by plywood factory and sawmill of industrial state in the area. YDC, KYWO, UDO, NNP, Lai Committee and Women Folk of Khoirom organized the protests. They held placards and chanted slogans talking about the decisions taken up by the locals. Assistant Secretary of Lai Committee, Telem Budi said proprietors of plywood factory and sawmill must repair the road filled with dust to utilize silent generators to reduce noise pollution by the industries, reduction of smoke generated from the industries, halt industry work from 6:30 p.m. to 6 a.m. and employing 50% of the locals in the industry. Local clubs, women folk and CSOs of Khoirom will face anyone who opposes these decisions, Budi added.
An Bawareta, Tambi, Upul, Hondanaba, Mil Kanguna Semba, Alice Subareta, Makol Tondanaba, silent generator, Sindaba, Om Subareta, Maikut Hon, Danaba, with semi system, I my cook to Kangum to Semdoba, Marisubata, Nukil Pung Turuk Makai, Ayupung Turuk Hova, Tabak Lepanba, I didn't Nungangi Matam, Hinamaton, Tabak Lepanba, and then Manga Subada, Ayupung Tetagi, Nukil Pung Turuk, Tabak Suveloisenba. adagi taruk subarata senior sing locality dagi 50% ohenba dagi tariya subarata industry asida ai apan tirakpada dilliba ngasigi sabhana miyang boloina thengna ba haina matoina yana dana ngasigi asumla warip sing asi amato oina lemnakre.
Notably, JSC against establishing of the Koirom minor industrial estate in the residential area had earlier staged protests demanding the state government to shift the minor industrial estates from Koirom. Writer of Kangabog Amasung Ikop Ningthaupuya, Laishram Tomba Kuman has been conferred the Thomas Hardy Memorial Sahitya Award 2022, presented annually by Sahitya Yokat Kanglub, Sayoka, Tenta. The award is donated by writer Moirangthem Rajendra since 2017. Dedicated to English novelist Thomas Hardy, it is presented to writers who write about village lives. The award carries cash prize of 5,000, shawl and a certificate. The award will be presented on the Foundation Day of Sayoka to be held on October 10. Chinglemba roofing industry dealing in different varieties of roofing sheets was launched at Kabaisoi today. Father of CAT and PD Minister Laisangthem Sushindro, L. Itocha and Pradhan of Chingangbam Laikai Gram Panchayat, L. Kananbala inaugurated the roofing industry with a ribbon cutting ceremony. Speaking to media persons, proprietor of Chinglemba roofing industry, Ketrimayum Kishan said earlier the final products of roofing were only imported from other states. The industry was launched with an objective of boosting state's economy and also to provide job opportunities to unemployed youths of the state, he said. Kishan further said the raw materials to be used in making the industry's products are to be brought in from other states. However, the products of the industry will be made available in lower prices than that of other companies and industries. Stating that workers of Chinglemba roofing industries are all from the state, he expressed the need to provide a source of income to people of the state in order to improve the overall state's economy.
Ana sumakandagi finish pada when laga taru pati sida koina raw material ku adai lo boiraga ju sida koi gi product sida sadra koi gi lejidi ba miyam na sumin na ta boi taragi kitang honu people ngamra na kala ga madum tawju tuga rate ki boiraga di uju market le ne post de koina kitang discount tawjaraga running fit ta 130 bokta koi pige na dikana khana jari ha ayam baina tabuk tawju sida sengna ai di lejidi bi sinau jing je hai tare ko moi ga pulla ga tarep taru tabuk si tawju ge na ya gi lejidi ba iram dam jing mi jing ji ga taru lo sujai hai tare.
Kakching High School 1984 matric batch offered seasonal fruits and vegetables to forefathers of Keraching located next to Kakching Sekmai River as part of the age-old Langban Haishoy Katpa ritual of the state. Speaking to media person, president of Kakching High School 1984 matric batch and Munal said the group has been carrying out an activity every month for the society under its 1 month 1 activity plan. The members of the group offered fruits, vegetables and prayers at Keraching and later at Sekmai River, recounting that earlier various fruits such as jackfruit, linjam hai, motog hai, haikri, haituk, gihori, etc. were offered to forefathers. He lamented that these fruits are now replaced from those brought in from other parts of the state. He called upon the people to not only offer prayers to the forefathers on the occasion of Langban Haisoi Katpa, but also jointly save the indigenous fruits of the state and protect the environment. Now it's time for a short commercial break. We'll be right back.
Admission ki khudongchaba leizai.
Welcome you all to Lunaco Residential School at Chanung, Imphal East. An exclusive co-education residential school located on a sprawling 50-acre campus will be affiliated to CBSE New Delhi. First academic session will begin in April 2023 for classes 4 to 8. Hurry up for registration.
Welcome back. Prime Minister Narendra Modi today inaugurated the International Dairy Federation World Dairy Summit IDF-WDS 2022 at India Expo Center and Mart in Greater Noida. PM Modi also inspected an exhibition at India Expo Center and Mart. PM Modi, while addressing the World Dairy Summit 2022, said that scientists have prepared an indigenous vaccine for lumpy skin disease among cattle. He also said that the central government, along with various state governments, is trying to control lumpy skin disease among livestock. PM Modi further said that India is building the largest database of dairy animals and every animal associated with the dairy sector is being tagged. More than 1,000 startups set up in the agriculture and dairy sector in the last 5 to 6 years, he added. Meanwhile, the 4-day-long IDF-WDS 2022 is being held from September 12 to 15 and is being organized at India Expo Center and Mart in Greater Noida, Uttar Pradesh. The National Investigation Agency NIA today conducted raids at 60 locations across India to crack down on gangs and crime syndicates. The 60 locations include places in Delhi, National Capital Region, Haryana, Uttar Pradesh and Punjab. The NIA is conducting an investigation after the Delhi Police Special Cell registered 2 FIRs under the Unlawful Activities Prevention Act UAPA against 10 gangsters who belong to the Lawrence Bishnoi gang, the Bambiha gang and the Neeraj Bhawana gang. This comes a day after Punjab DGP Gaurav Yadav said that there is a strong nexus between terror groups and the gangsters arrested in the Sidhu Moosewala murder case. He said that Pakistani terror agencies were exploiting this nexus. According to the NIA report, Neeraj Serawat and his gang are involved in targeted killings of famous personalities and spreading terror on social media. Neeraj Serawat and his gang are also currently involved in a gang war with Lawrence Bishnoi, according to sources. The NIA raids are being conducted to crack down on gangs that are operating from inside jails in India and abroad. A strong Congress is an important pillar of opposition unity and its allies should understand that the party will not allow itself to be weakened, senior leader Jairam Ramesh said today. Addressing a press conference at the AICC headquarters in Delhi, he said the Bharat Jodo Yatra has infused new energy in party organization and claimed that the BJP is rattled by the response it is getting among the people. Ramesh said that the Yatra is aimed at strengthening the Congress, which is important for opposition unity. He also said that opposition unity will only be possible when the Congress is strong. India recorded a total of 5,221 new COVID-19 cases with 15 deaths, taking the total tally of COVID-19 cases to 4.45 crore, while the active cases dipped to 47,176 according to the data updated by Union Health Ministry. The death count also climbed to 5.28 lakh with the fresh fatalities. The active cases comprise 0.11% of the total infections, while the national COVID-19 recovery rate has increased to 98.71%. The ministry said. A decline of 769 cases has been recorded in the active COVID-19 case load in a span of 24 hours. The daily positivity rate was recorded at 2.82% and the weekly positivity rate at 1.72%. Meanwhile, the number of people who have recuperated from the disease surged to 4.39 crore, while the case fatality rate was recorded at 1.19%. On the other hand, according to the ministry, 215.26 crore doses of COVID vaccine have been administered in the country under the nationwide vaccination drive. The Biden administration plans next month to broaden curbs on U.S. shipments to China of semiconductors used for artificial intelligence and chip-making tools, several people familiar with the matter said. The Commerce Department intends to publish new regulations based on restrictions communicated in letters earlier this year to 3 U.S. companies, KLA Corp, Lam Research Corp and Applied Materials Inc., the people said, speaking on the condition of anonymity. The letters, which the companies publicly acknowledged, prevent them from exporting chip-making equipment to Chinese factories that produce advanced semiconductors with sub-14 nanometer processes unless the sellers obtain Commerce Department license. The rules would also codify restrictions in Commerce Department letters sent to Vidya, Cove and Advanced Micro Devices last month, instructing them to hold shipments of several artificial intelligence computing chips to China unless they obtain licenses. Some of the sources said the regulations would likely include additional actions against China. Now the headlines once again. Imphal West Police Commando arrests 2 cadres of underground group involved in planting of IED in front of Ward Development Office at Singzamai, Chingamaka, seizes incriminating articles. Janata Dal United Manipur withdraws support to Chief Minister N. Biren-led BJP government. An orientation program on voter enrollment for eligible youths linking of Aadhaar number to voter ID with main focus on LGBT community PWDs held in Imphal East. And that brings us to the end of today's English News Bulletin. Thanks for watching.
iPhone gi mapu oibiu iPhone gi mapu oibiu lakliba October gi tang kunmari nungthil pong ama taba matamda sumnatagi lupa chama khaktana iPhone gi mapu oibiu thamjariba pricing first price iPhone 13 Pro Max second price iPhone Mini 12 128GB third price iPhone SE 2022 128GB amasung consolation price oina miyoi kontrada lupa chamnga pizagani ticket agent oibiningba singna lemna ticket tara amadi lupa lising manga gi mathakta fangbaki khudongchaba pizari ticket fangfam sing Sur Pharmacy Malom Bazar Sanatombi Store Malom Bazar Pan 150 Waheng Lekai Mobile Dukan Ipak Offset Praise opposite Shanghai Express amasung FSC office Kangabam Lekai near Veiko Hotel Panthoibi Pharmacy Lamfel near Lamjingba Hospital Sorzini Hotel Moirang near Maibe Gas Imphal College Gate Dukan Amur Dukan amasung Bembem Wholesale Dukan Patsoy Part 1 Draw Otfam Kaisampat Lemazam Lekai Community Hall WhatsApp ki khuthangda ticket booking tawbagi khudong chaba pizari akupa marol gidamak pizariba number sida contact tobiu 8787573129
Admission ki khudong chaba leizare India gi manungda maming leiraba institute singda MBBS MD MS BDS tamingba singi damak NEET qualified oiraba satra sing low package ta tambagi khudong chaba leizare amadi engineering tamingba satra singi oina IILM University Greater Noida in collaboration with IBM da tambagi khudong chaba leire Northeast students singi damak special scholarship ki khudong chaba su pizari 7005414830 natraga 7310184494 natraga 8787362480 amasung 038529535527 akupa marol